So one of the things that's difficult to do sometimes is to take the tip and connect it with the fairy tale. So here's what I want to do. Before we actually get into the theme of the fairy tale and exactly what the fairy tale is about, I want to talk to you about what to look for and how to make those connections. So the first fairy tale that I've chosen is Snow White. And the tip that I gave you is personal stories are valuable. And here's why I picked Snow White and that tip. Snow White is a story that most of the time people forget actually started when Snow White was young, when she was kicked out of the castle by a stepmother who was jealous. And then she was taken in by the dwarves and then later again tried to be killed by her stepmother. The thing is that most people remember the second half of the story, but the first half of the story is really what makes Snow White's story, this whole fairy tale, really important or really identifiable to people. Because the truth is that when you speak, your personal stories are very valuable. Sometimes we forget that when people hear us speak, they actually want to get to know us. They want to have a personal connection with us. There have been times that I've spoken and I kind of feel like I need to use a different story than my own because, for whatever reason, my own I don't think is very special or important or extraordinary. So I choose people that stories that other people know, stories of actors and athletes and war heroes. The truth is that while those stories are important and are interesting, people want to know your story. Your story is very important. So while you go through Snow White and while you look for the theme, I want you to remember that your personal story is what's most important to your speech. Using those emotions and connecting with your audience with your personal story is going to hook people right from the beginning. And as always with fairy tales, get past the content to what is relevant. If you can find the theme and the nugget of truth in these stories and connect that to other people, then people are going to be hooked from the very beginning.